Welcome to another episode of Three Conservative Gimps, where we talk about everything political from dog catcher all the way up to world leaders and anything in between. We do it from a conservative point of view and give you the information you need to make a good decision at the ballot box. So we've got a full plate tonight. We've got Vice President Kids getting heckled. We've got Democrat lawmakers that want to unmask ICE. And also, we got to talk about the Epstein files. What's going on with that? And there's also more Democrat rallies tonight. Yes, you thought No Kings was good, rally was good. Hey, they're going to give us some more of that tonight. So let's get this show on the road. Let's welcome filling in for Lloyd. Lloyd's a little under the weather. He's got some stuff he's got to deal with today. So let's welcome all the way from Port St. Lucie. It's Uncle Bill. Welcome.
Hey. Howdy. I'll try to say
Warsh.
And stuff like that, to do what? Just to fill in for Lloyd, I don't have any pipes though. I don't have any pipes. I can borrow you have a bubble pipe?
No, it's out in the other room. Darn. Didn't think about it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's welcome our other Gimp all the way from the blue state of New York. Let's welcome Charles Gillespie. Welcome, Charles.
Hello. Hey, Bill. Everybody in the chat.
Hey, what's up, Chaz?
Not much. How about you?
How are you?
We're all doing good. I'm just tired from another 9.5-hour day. Ooh, boy. I'll be glad when I retire and I don't have to do this shit. It feels like Groundhog Day. Every day it's Groundhog Day.
Brian says the show has better video quality on my channel. That's right. I'm restreaming your channel on my channel this
time. Yeah, you'll probably get more views too. Anyway.
Yeah. Cool Cat's over there.
Cool Cat, all right.
Oh, now he's here. I think. Okay. Yeah, there you go. See, because you know why? Because I changed the title or the description, and I said co-streamed from Three Conservative Gimps. I put that in the front. So when folks come in, they're like, oh, okay, this is actually on Artie's channel. And then they'll come over here. That's what I do.
Okay.
Not what you do, but that's
what I usually say something like restreamed or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sure you do.
So let's go around the table. How's the weather in your neck of the woods, Bill? Hot? Wet?
Yeah, it's Florida. It's hot. And it's been very rainy this past week or so. Lots of rain.
Yep. All right.
Yep. Today wasn't so bad. You had about an hour rain.
Okay. So. Well, we had some rain last night. It was nice to cool us off, but not enough for me to have a good night's sleep. No. It seems like right around midnight, I get hot, and then I throw the sheets on, and then I'm cold, throw them back on. And it's like, oh, come on. I got 2 more hours to sleep. Let me sleep. Jeez. All right. So, Charles, how's the weather in your neck of the woods?
Well, it's been pretty hot and humid recently.
Okay. Good. I guess that's a good thing for New York, being way up there. So that's what's going on. So I guess we'll just jump in. Shall we? How about we talk about J.D. Vance taking his kids to Disneyland, and only to have his kids get heckled by some disaffected never Trumpers. I mean, how about those great people in California?
Yeah, they're jerks. How about that?
Yeah, they are. And
what else can you say? Man's just trying to enjoy a little time with his family.
right.
Can't do it.
And it's like it's like all of this shit started when back in Obama. He's the one that started this whole shit. And then when Trump got elected, all the lawmakers had to, especially that Maxine Waters, go out there and you protest those, Trump people. And it's like, come on, it's I don't know what to say. I'm just like, and that's how.
Well, you saw when what's his face, criticized him for going to Disney World with his family. I hope you have a good time. Unlike the families that you've split up, who can't have a good time. I loved his response. It's what do you say? Yeah, it's been great. Thanks very much. Had a great time. Oh, we had a great time. Thanks for asking. How do you respond to these people? Yeah. They're just crazy. They're just nuts. Yeah. Can't let anybody be happy. Mm-hmm. Oh. They're acting like the country's falling apart. The economy's getting stronger all the time, setting record highs in the stock market. Now they don't care about the stock market because the stock market's doing good. Well, that's
because it's all for the rich people who are in the stock market.
Well, right. Only when it's doing good. When it's doing bad, you see what your policies are doing. We had what for the last month we had a surplus in the budget for a month. I mean, which is like the first time in how many years?
Oh yeah, almost since the Clinton administration.
Yeah, it's like 280 something billion. Wow. I mean,
and we got
in 1 month
record low inflation, despite our Fed chief, keeping interest rates high. I mean, but they're still a heck of a lot lower. You can still get 5% on a mortgage, 5, 6, 7%. That's still pretty darn good. Compared to back in the 70s when it was double-digit interest rates. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've got a very small second mortgage, equity loan on the property here. That's all I have. I don't have a primary mortgage. And, it's getting down there. It's getting down to like, I don't know, 28,000, whatever. In any case, the interest, it shows you the interest-only payment if you want to do it. Yeah, it's nearly $100 lower than it was last year.
Wow.
I mean, that's seriously, it's what a difference. What a difference a year makes.
Cool.
6 months. 6 months makes. Huh. But anyway, but yeah. No, things are going along well. He's keeping his promises. So all we're going to do now is just focus on the Epstein client list, which may or may not even exist. I don't know why someone would keep a list of people when you're doing something illicit.
Yeah.
Makes no sense, but whatever. Because that's all they got. That's all they got. They didn't care about it when Trump wasn't in office, but now they care about it. So,
Yeah.
That's a bunch of crap anyway.
Well, and then there's some people on our side that want it out.
I know.
Which boggles my mind.
Well, you know what that tells me? I think that there's some powerful Democrats on there. Clinton might be on it. There's people that are on it. Trump has no interest in outing them. And just because they're on the list doesn't mean they did anything illegal.
Right.
They just because they they were on a plane with them because they stayed at the hotel. That doesn't mean they engaged in anything. That's not a. And besides, there's investigation going on. You're not supposed to release that kind of information during an investigation. You can't.
Good point.
Well, that's what people are saying online, but Not that you said you were going to release it, and we need transparency and blah blah blah. There's sometimes you can't tell everything you want to tell. It'll all come
right,
out eventually. What can come out will come out. That's all.
right. I mean, they already
I
released
don't
the
care, to tell you the truth.
JFK files, the MLK files, and they turned out to be kind of nothing to
Yeah.
me. And, it's like the Martin Luther King. It's like we already knew all of this shit, that the FBI was behind it. Now with the JFK, the extent of how the CIA really they just said fuck it. They just let it happen. You know.
Hey, Technique, how you doing? They're not seeing you in the chat over here because you're on my channel. I'm co-streaming this from Art's channel, just so you're aware. If you want to be here with the rest of the kids, come on
Yeah.
over to Art's
Okay.
Three Conservative Gimps channel. So that, you
Yeah.
know.
Let me put the link in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The missing link. Mm-hmm. And how
That's
about
a good idea.
that's it?
You're putting it in my channel?
I'm putting it in. Well, it should show up on both sides because I'm the host.
I don't think so.
Oh, no?
No, it's just going to show on your YouTube chat. Hold on, I'll put it in.
No, I didn't put it in the YouTube chat. I just put it on
Put it in here, but it'll show up in the YouTube chat for your channel.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Let me go in here.
And we got a good crowd, 14. That's pretty good for my show. But that's probably combined with your channel and this channel. Yeah. Ah.
Hey, I am overdriving my mic, and you didn't tell me, jackass.
Oh, well,
Hello. Okay.
There you go. And yeah, so the Epstein files, everybody's making it. I watched an interview with Pam Bondi, and she said most of it is just child porn in it. It's like, well, I could kind of see why you don't want to release that, But from what I think you're right. I think it'll eventually come out. It's just that, and you're right. It's an ongoing investigation. I just wish our side would just shut up about it. Stop giving ammunition to the other side. I mean, it's like we do this over and over again, especially.
Well, I tell you, it's a free country. If they want to know the information, they want them to present it. Then that's just it. You can't just go our side, their side. If they feel it's important and they want to know about it, then they should ask. I don't have a problem with that, to tell you the truth. It depends on how they present it. They should present it
Right.
when they ask the question or question why it has more information hasn't been released. Don't be a jackass about it. Oh, he's probably on it. Or what's he trying to hide? And da 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 da.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. There's good, and they've come out and they've given good, clear reasons why they've released what they've released and why not, and so on and so forth.
Right.
There's a lot of information being held back by the state of New York that has information on this whole thing. It has to be it has to be opened up by a judge. It has nothing to do with the Trump administration. And if they do this and they damage a possible court case or future court case or an investigation, then that's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
I
wants to know what they will do with the Ghislaine Maxwell.
Technique is here, and he's not blue.
Oh, he's not. Oh, okay. Well,
look at that.
You must be new to my channel. This channel.
FPV, come on, you've been around. You've seen it before.
Oh yeah, but he's never. There we go. He is now blue. Okay. Cool.
What will they do with Ghislaine now?
Yeah. From what I hear, that
What's a
she
Ghislaine?
wants
Is
to
that like a cum
testify.
gutter? What's a Ghislaine? I don't know what that
Oh,
is.
that's that Maxwell gal. She's the one in jail because it's has something to do. She was Epstein's I don't know, secretary or what.
Oh I
Yeah.
didn't remember her name. I'm not that interested in the story, to tell you the truth, but I probably should be. I mean,
Hmm.
some people's lives were damaged,
Right.
from his
Right.
activities, and I want to see justice for them. But just throwing names out there for anybody that ever had any kind of contact with him is just irresponsible. Because
Right.
they're all gonna jump right on it. Just say, oh, they're perverts and they're this and they're that. And da, 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 da. Everybody keeps forgetting this guy was a Democrat and a supporter of Democrats.
Yeah. Hmm.
Donated what, tens of thousands or I don't know, more than that,
Millions of
millions.
dollars.
Okay,
He's a
there you
big
go.
bundler for the Clintons and the Obamas.
Hi,
Yeah,
Joey.
he's a big deal. Hmm.
You got a nice little crowd growing there. You should say hi to everybody.
Yes, I will. We got Brian, Waypoint, New England. We got Joel, Skyfly Network now. And we've got Michael, Cool Cat. And we got Technique, which I don't know what his name is. I keep forgetting. And we got TJ Giggles over on your channel. And who else do we have?
TJ's on my channel.
Yeah, Steve Knowles. And we've got Thunderbird 6. Yeah. Oh, we got Northside Hawk. Hey, Dominic, good to see you. He's over on your channel as well. Or
Hey Dom,
was.
I just pinned the link to this stream at the top.
Hmm.
So here we go.
And I also put the link on my Facebook page. I put
Okay.
it on.
All right.
All right. So we
So
got a good crowd tonight. Ooh, 17. Wow. Yeah, cool.
there's seven more on my channel, although some might be duplicates. Hey,
Hmm.
Mike. Michael Wright's in the channel.
Oh, Michael Wright. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to have you.
Used to groom kids for Epstein. Okay. Well, he should be in for, then she should be in for life.
Hmm. Yeah, Mike Texarch. Let's see if
I
he's
think it means
blue. Yes.
they're being assessed about the story. There's
Yeah.
still investigations going on.
Hmm.
There's already people in jail. One of them's dead, by the way.
Yeah. Hmm. Oh, and they're making a big to do about that as well. There's a minute missing on the tape. Well, it turns out, and you worked in prisons with the co-circuit tape. There's always a gap because that's when they, I don't know if they erase it or they go to the. There's always kind of that changeover
Oh, I don't know.
from, yeah.
I don't know.
So that's what I hear. And what else is going on? We got a Democrat lawmaker that's demanding that the mask be taken off of ICE
Yeah,
agents.
that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. They were fighting everybody to wear masks because of COVID, and then to
Right,
continue wearing them afterwards for health reasons, whatever. And now all of a sudden they want the masks off these guys so that they can dox them and send people protesting to their homes or worse.
right.
And it's crazy. And then this argument that like the what's her name, the mayor of Baltimore, Boston. Which one's that Asian chick, the mayor of? What's her name?
Oh, that's Boston.
Boston. When you never see police officers wearing masks. Oh, sure you do, you moron. When they're undercover,
Yeah.
they put on beards and disguises and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, they'll wear masks too
Mm-hmm.
sometimes because they
Yeah.
go undercover. And some of these guys will work undercover. As a matter of fact, they don't need their face and name out there. You know,
Yeah.
there was just a recent uh, what one of the um, who was it? One of the he's not a director, but he's ICE. He might have been he's not just a regular agent. He's a little higher. I wish I had more details. I didn't study up for this mission here, Art. But he handed his card to what was it, a congressman that was there, and he immediately held it up and read it to everybody. It's they're, they're insane.
Right.
You know, and they can get away with this. You know why? Because we don't do what they do. We're not going to their homes. We're not protesting in front of their homes. We're not
Right.
threatening their families. We're not, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? We're not calling them fascists. Although, I tell you the truth, they're the real fascists. By the way,
Right.
this is a country that voted. This is a country in a free election, and he made no secret. He kept saying they're all going to go eventually. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
all of them laughed. Oh, there's no way. You know how much that would cost, and the logistics
Mm-hmm.
of that. I said, yeah, you really tried. You guys really tried. That last administration really tried to gum up the works to make it next to impossible to export them all, but
Mm-hmm.
he's doing it anyway. So what they didn't tell you was, oh, the reason it's going to be impossible is because we're going to fight you tooth and nail for every person that's not supposed to be here. And if anybody thinks I have something against little brown immigrants, you should look at my marriage certificate. Okay, I have nothing against immigrants of any race.
Yeah.
You know, because you know what they do? They come here legally. Period.
Legally. Yeah.
That's and they're
Hello,
welcome. They're
Alexis.
welcome. We need them. That's great. Come on in. This
Right.
crossing the border and then rewarding them. Right now, there's a conservative, sort of conservative movement. This woman, I just saw her. Uh, sh- uh, I just saw her interviewed. Where if they've been here for 5 years, they have no criminal record, they've been contributing, they're paying their taxes, a pathway to citizenship. Are not a pathway to citizenship. They get to stay. That's not what it is. There is no pathway to get. That's what she said. There's no pathway to citizenship. They'd have to leave and come back legally for that. Um, but they don't have to leave as long as they're on the books and they're paying taxes. They don't get the free health care. They don't get
Right.
all the free benefits of a normal citizen because they're not normal citizens. They're not regular citizens. They're
Mm-hmm.
they're 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 visitors. You know, I mean, that's it. They have the rights of anybody visiting this country.
Right.
Just because they
Mm-hmm.
take up his job doesn't make them a citizen. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but that's what they're pushing for. If they're here 5 years, anybody here less than that got to go. I guess I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, no, I they're talking about no due process when most of the time when they show up they have warrants. So
Mm-hmm.
there is a process, by the way, because their names were put before a judge before they even do any of these raids,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
doxing the raids. Oh, there's a raid coming up, and da 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 da. Show up there and try to impede the process. What? When did we become this country that we think it's okay
Right.
or even legal to interfere with the police? Because that's
Right.
what they are. They're law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nuts
Yeah.
and embarrassing. You know.
Yeah, it is. And then there was an ICE raid in California at a pot farm where 300 illegals
Yeah,
just they
and
just
14 minors.
fled, and then they found out these people were pretty bad dudes. You know, they had lengthy records and
One of them was a known convicted pedophile,
right.
and
Hmm.
they were working with as young as what, 12?
Wow,
There was
that
one of the kids was I
yeah.
think 12, yeah, and a 14-year
Hmm.
old, and all these underage kids working in the farm. But that's okay, I guess. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
You know,
it's
as long as they're
California,
as long. Who's the racist here? You think it's okay because they're from Mexico that their kids are working underage in
right?
slave-like conditions? That's okay. We need them to do because of course we need somebody to clean our toilets. I love when they say
Uh,
stuff like that. Oh, they go. Who's going to cut our grass and clean our
Right.
bathrooms? Do it yourself, jackass.
Yeah.
Hi, Alexis. Welcome in.
Yeah, welcome. Good to see you, Alexis. Ah, wow.
But how racist is that statement? They're generalizing the whole race of people there, and that's the level that you see them at. It's
Right.
God, God, and you know what? We're one of the easier countries to immigrate into.
Right. That's right.
I mean, legally. There's many European nations you can't. You just
Right.
can't unless you have a living relative living there. You have X amount of dollars, something to contribute. You have an advanced degree and experience in something that they need, like electrical engineering, or some type of skilled. They'll take skilled labor, but nobody's protesting Sweden, for example. I told this before. I had a friend who wanted to immigrate to Sweden. Her mother already lived there. She married a
Right.
Swede. That's how she got there. Well, she went to visit and she wanted to stay, and they said no, no college education, no skills, no money. And she said she couldn't do it. She actually didn't even allow her to to try to become a resident of Sweden.
Right.
No protests going on there. It's just most of Europe is like that. If I wanted to go to Ireland, I'd have to show that I had and stay there. I'd have to show I had relatives there.
Yeah.
To become a
Or
citizen. I mean, to become a citizen.
right.
Even
Or if
if
you have some kind of blood ties to the country.
I
For
can because I
example,
do, but that's not the
your
point.
your wife, if she could prove she's got Spanish blood, she could legally, be dual citizen of Spain and the Philippines. Yeah. That's something I just learned just recently about the Philippines. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't own property in the Philippines, but I can because I'm married to a.
That's
But she's no longer a Filipino citizen. She's a citizen of the United States.
right.
But she could get dual citizenship. She's got plenty of family there, and she was born there.
Right.
So if she did that, then she could own the property as long as and I could co-own it while I'm married to
Right.
her. Which, according to them, is forever because they don't believe in divorces. So
That's
there's
true.
that.
That's
So.
true. Although they have annulments. Downside is if you have any kids with that woman, if you get an annulment, then those kids are considered illegitimate. That's the downside.
What about the guy? Here's Joe's thing here. Put Joe's thing up. What about the guy
Okay.
Border Patrol chased down in Sacramento? His wife kept yelling, he's an American citizen. They told her he was going to jail for slashing their tires. You break the law, you go to jail.
Yeah.
No,
hmm
it's not okay to slash the tires just because you think that your 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 cause is just.
Right.
Just cause doesn't entitle you to attack anyone, let alone law enforcement. You know.
hmm hmm That's right. But Bill, laws don't apply to Democrats. Didn't you know that? They act like
Don
no.
Don says it's been put through Adobe Premiere, and that's that hasn't been a thing since tape. Okay, whatever. They had a good reason for cutting it out. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is.
Yeah.
They redact things for whatever their reasons are.
hmm
It all depends on whether you trust the administration that's in office right now. And so far,
hmm
he's been 100% keeping promises that he made.
Right.
So I'll go with him.
hmm Yep.
Maybe I'm a sheep or a pig.
Yeah.
Sheep, pig.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hmm
I wonder what was in that minute. I won't be able to sleep tonight.
So Charles, what's going on in New York? You got a communist that wants to run for
Oh God,
mayor
yeah,
of New York.
yeah.
Well, our side's calling him a communist. He's technically a socialist.
Yeah,
He admits to being a socialist. He doesn't admit to being a communist.
but he does want government-run grocery stores.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
government-run grocery stores. higher taxes. He's actually said this: higher taxes in white neighborhoods. Who gets away with saying stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's insane. Big time racist. He actually said that.
And we got Lon Denard. He's over on your channel.
Yeah. Hi, Lon.
Hey, Lon.
Fascist. He called me a fascist. Fascista. Howdy. Lon, everybody's over on Art's channel.
Yeah.
I put the link up on top so that people can see your insults in person. How many people we got in here?
We've got 14 right now. We were as high as 17.
Yeah, good for you. Fascista.
So, Don's going on and on about the tape.
They said it was raw footage. That's a lie. They said they redacted. So I might trust them. They started with a lie. All right. Okay. Maybe they thought it was raw footage. I don't know who put it through. Who said there's evidence? By the way, who leaked that out? That it was put through Adobe Premiere. How do we know that?
Yeah.
I'd like to know that. I'd like to know who analyzed this and then released to the public that it was worked on with Adobe Premiere.
Huh.
That sounds like fake news to me.
Yeah.
Unless you've got some evidence of that, I don't even want to hear that
right.
shit. Also, the metadata showed that it had been put there. Whatever.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right, Lon. He's an anti-Semite, and he's married to a Syrian.
And don't forget, the original footage, which is also a tape term, anyway, had to be cut down to be put out onto social media and like that, and they could have just. What are they going to use to do that? They probably just used that. That doesn't mean that they intentionally cut out whatever that minute is. Maybe they did. I don't know. I guess we'll find out someday, or not.
Hey, Mike, we got Copper State Aerial.
Like if you have a couple hours of video and you want to show pieces of it or whatever, you want to break it up and present it to the public, you're going to use some kind of software to do that. And that metadata would show up. But I'd like to know who knows what the metadata shows on something that was released like that.
Bob Casey.
Again, sounds like fake news.
Oh, now I know. Technique is Roger. Okay. Put that in my Rolodex.
Roger Dodger. There you go. And TJ made it in. He's so happy. Just hi to everybody. So we're going to stay on that, huh? We're going to keep going back to that. To the Epstein file. The Epstein file. After all these years, all of a sudden, it's top of the news chat. It's top of the news.
Top of the news. Wasn't big.
They released some of it. The previous administration didn't release any. Not a minute.
Right.
Whatever.
Epstein files kind of sounds like what is it? That TV show, the something files. What was that show? Police Files. Next. The FBI Files. Next on ABC. Yeah.
What was the name of the program with Scully and Mulder?
Oh, that'd be
X-Files.
X-Files.
X-Files. There we go. Well,
more like the X-Lax files, but okay.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Well, Jeffrey Epstein, he is the X-File. Because he's no longer with us.
Yeah, it's always funny to make jokes about people dying.
Yeah, about people dying. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all the conspiracy theories said he was killed by the Clintons.
Yeah.
Nobody bought into that. That's like a joke. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. Who knows?
Hmm.
These people.
Oh, that's the big running joke now is Trump says he wants to revoke Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship. And we got some idiot radio host here having a big cow over it. This guy's a libertarian, hates Trump. And it's like, I said, Ross, you know he's kidding. He's trolling. You know, he doesn't, there's no way, he can't do it anyway. So he's just saying that just to get everybody all, in a tizzy. Oh my God, he's going to revoke her citizenship. Oh, that fascist.
Don, I see what you're saying. They said it's raw footage, but I mean, and that's another thing. What was the format? Did it have to be put into a different format to be shown? Again, you got to use some software for that. They shouldn't have used the words raw, I guess, footage. Maybe you should have said original, but even that you would have questioned because it was edited. Of course,
Yeah.
it's edited. You have to edit it to show it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're reading too much into that. But and again, who's the one that released it, the metadata information? Where'd that come from?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mike, you're on my channel. We're on Artie's channel. I'm kind of
Yeah.
co-streaming, by the way. If you
Yeah.
want to come on over so everybody can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 Conservative Gimps is the name of the channel.
Yep. There's a link up at the top that'll bring you into here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So I think they're doing the best they can with all the crap that's going on. You wanted to talk about the stupid protest tonight?
Yeah, so we got it. I guess it's in the same vein as No Kings Rally, but it's called something else. I can't find it on YouTube. I heard it on the radio on the way home talking about, oh, yeah, there's going to be a protest downtown Denver across from the Capitol. Over at
Denver. Oh, that's
Yeah.
like, you know what? That's like China West.
Lincoln.
Denver doesn't count.
Well, it's more like California East,
Yeah.
I mean, this state is just falling apart, man.
Man.
It's making the Philippines look so much better, I could be over there and then just tune out all the bullshit that's going on here.
One of the funniest things I saw was recently with Gavin Newsom, who's obviously gearing up for his run in 28, making comments that, that hasn't been on my agenda to run and going on, but just the more time goes on and I see all this stuff that he's doing, and it just makes me tempted. To do what? To do what? Do what you did to California? They're $1 billion deficit in their budget. That's not even legal. Then states aren't allowed to have a deficit.
That's right.
The richest state in the country has got $1 billion deficit.
Right.
But what kind of sense does that make?
Yeah. They've lost like 3 million people in the last 10 years, and that's why they lost 3 seats.
Well, that's what I don't know what New York's going to do if they're going to increase state sales tax on the rich and the wealthy, and in wealthy neighborhoods and white neighborhoods and like that to pay for free buses and free mass transit, whatever, subways, whatever, and what else are they giving away? All kinds of stuff. And
healthcare,
and where are they going to get the money from? Oh, we're going to tax the rich. Well, they're going to leave.
Yep.
They got the money to leave.
Oh, but they'll put agents at the border, keep them from leaving.
Leaving the state? You can't do that.
Oh, hey, don't put past them, Bill. They'll figure out something to keep those people in. They even have a luxury tax if say, like, and this happened to Rush Limbaugh. He used to live in New York. He got tired of the taxes up there, so he moved to Florida. Guess what? He still had to pay taxes in New York, even though he doesn't live there. I don't even think he owns any property up there. But because he lived there for X amount of years, he had to pay taxes. I don't, and how that is even possible, but they do it because athletes have to do that.
How do you enforce it?
Yeah, it's called, yeah.
Well, they'll tax you for nothing. I was there for a day to 1984 to go see Letterman.
Right.
And I got free tickets. Very expensive free tickets after when all was said and done. We went to New York, stayed right by Times Square at the Sheraton Towers, and had dinner out and this and that. Ended up spending like $400 or $500, and it was just a lot of money for me in 1984. But in any case, the taxes on that room, and it's going to sound like nothing now. It was like $40, for a $200 room. But that's a pretty big percentage. $40 on $2. That's what 20%.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at the taxes, and that doesn't include the parking. The parking wasn't free. It's not included with the hotel room. I had to pay separate for that. There was an 18.75% parking tax on top of the of the park. It was there for like 12 hours, and it was some ridiculous amount of money. But there was actually a tax included in the hotel room in New York, occupational privilege tax. Mm-hmm. And what that was for was just in case I was there to make money. Because a lot of people come to New York to make money, to make make deals, and or they're sent there by their employer, to for whatever reason. So they're making money while they're there. And so the hotels, since they can't catch the tax out of their payroll because they're not paying them, they created an occupational privilege tax just because I was there for a day in one of their hotels.
Oh, Denver has that. It's called employee tax. I had to pay that when I worked at the other company because the company was in Denver County. Every
I lived in
employee.
Pennsylvania at the time. What am I being paid taxed? For the privilege of fulfilling even if I was there for work reasons. Why am I paying them? I pay my income, my state income taxes to Pennsylvania, and to the federal government. Why am I paying New York? That's crazy. It's just insane. And on top of it, I wasn't even there for that. And I paid it anyway.
Yeah, just the yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was there the day Dinkins lost the election.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't very apolitical at the time. I didn't even realize it was election night.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Giuliani won, I believe.
Jimbo Short said, "You're not talking about the V-copter."
we could.
Yeah, well, that's
Jim's on my channel. Yep.
That's what Johnny Drone Flyer got in the mail the other day. The new V-copter Mini.
He did an unboxing. Yep. I saw that. Yeah. Has he flown it? Probably had to.
Yes, he has.
And he probably just ran. So okay, there's my unboxing video, and ran out the door. He ran right out the door and then went back and reboxed it and then unboxed it.
Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. Hey, we got Sunstar now in the chat. Yeah, over on your channel.
On my channel, Brenda, come on over. We're on Artie's channel.
Yeah,
but thank you for stopping in.
Drones. It's called Three Conservative Gimps.
Just kidding. Okay, what else you want to talk about?
What else is going on in the news? Taxes.
You want to talk about the midterms? How they're going to go?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea? What do you think? What are your predictions? How are we going to do in the midterms?
Oh, let's see. Actually, I think we're going to still keep hold of the Senate. And if things don't go to shits, maybe we could still hang on the house and
I'm
maybe
sure.
actually,
I'm pretty sure we're going to keep both. To tell you the truth,
yeah,
because I don't think they're going about it the right way. You know,
yeah,
they're playing to the ones that voted for them the last time. You know what I
right,
mean? You're not playing to a new owner. You're not winning over anybody from the other side with the crap
right,
that you're pulling right now.
mm,
Because that's what they
yeah,
need to do. They got to win more independence. You know,
right,
they got to win what white males. They're just and they got to gain back the minorities that they lost. You know,
mm-hmm,
and I don't think they're going to do it doing it the way they're doing it. I mean, you interview. I mean, of course this is general. I'm generalizing here, but I just see a lot of minority influencers getting out there, and they're all for it. They're all for what he's doing. They don't. It's hard enough for them to get by and get jobs, you know, and to have the market just inundated by people who aren't even legally supposed to be here. They're not happy with that. Who's happy? Who could
right,
possibly be happy with that?
mm-hmm, yeah,
And they especially don't like the fact that they're getting free health care. That they're getting credit cards. They're getting, and because of what's going on in ICE, the mayor of Los Angeles, that whack a mole, she's going to give them a few $100s because they're too afraid to go to work because ICE might pick them up. So she's going to
huh,
pay them to stay home so they don't get picked up by ICE. What is wrong with these people?
yeah, I know, mm-hmm, yeah. And from what I'm understanding, the youngins that are reaching voting age are starting to trend conservative,
Oh yeah,
which is a
that's been
good
happening
thing.
for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Hi, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
Mike's over there
And
now, so I
Mike.
think Mike's bouncing back and forth between the channels.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think people are just getting fed up with all, like these protests and shit like that. And these, the violent protests, the ICE protests. And the stupid No Kings rallies, although that I'm okay with, as long as you're not destroying property or hurting anybody. Hey, that's
Oh,
what this
free country.
country.
You can protest all you want. Don't block
Yeah,
traffic. Don't
yeah,
block traffic. Don't throw rocks at cops. You know,
yeah,
don't drop stones off of overpasses.
right.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's just the crazy, batshit crazy things that have been going on is just it,
Yeah,
and not being reported. You
mm-hmm.
saw when the guy that was shooting at ICE agents and it wasn't reported.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Literally shot at
Or
them. I
and
wonder
that,
if he actually shot somebody, actually killed somebody, whether they would have reported it or not.
right.
They somehow
Well,
would have
they really
reported that
made
the
it
guy that
martyr.
the ICE agent was taunting him.
Yeah,
Somehow it would have been the agent's fault. He shouldn't have
yeah,
been there with a mask on.
yeah. Well, and then we're finding out that there are people that are setting out piles of cinder blocks near these protests. And
Yeah.
it's like, and oh, another guy was actually putting out riot gear out for protesters. I'm like, oh, what the hell? And
They must
now,
be
oh, they're
they must
start.
be thinking
Oh,
if they get these people worked up that they must be thinking that a good portion of these people didn't vote in the last election, I think maybe.
right,
But it doesn't matter. That's California. Never going to win California anyway,
right,
you know. But they must think that, and that's the ones because the ones that are getting riled up are already in their camp.
right. Mm-hmm.
You know,
And when people see that on TV, they're going to get pissed off and say, what the fuck is going on here? Why are you letting that happen? Why are people doing that shit? You know?
well, again, they're trying to present the administration as being fascist. They're trying to present them as stepping on
Right.
Americans' rights. These people might be from the Americas,
Right.
but they're not United States citizens. Nobody's stepping on United States citizens' rights, except for people that they keep calling. How about this thing in Florida? You know, alligator, Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
It's a concentration camp. No, it's not. They put people in cages. Yeah, that's called jail.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
it's called jail. Oh, they're having to brush your teeth and poop in the same. Yeah, that's called a bathroom.
Yeah.
I I brush my teeth right next to the toilet. It's there, and there's my sink. So I guess
Yeah.
I'm in a concentration camp. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, slave labor. They're making us break rocks. Oh, they're making us make license plates. Oh my God.
They're not making them do any of those things. They don't have to do a thing.
No, no, they just go out in the yard and they exercise and then they go back to their cells. Yeah.
They're in a nice, brand new, clean facility, which you can't even say about three-quarters of the jails out there. Clean. Uh, and
Yeah.
and safe. You don't hear about any of them getting hurt while they're in there.
Yeah.
I really think they're and I hate to say this. I'm gonna throw this one last thing out. I hate to think that I'm right about this, but it just feels like to me that they're really trying to goad people into do stupid shit, which they're already doing, to try to get one of the ICE agents to kill somebody. I seriously, that's the news cycle that they want, that the ICE agents are killing them, literally shooting them dead in the street, and they're wanting a Kent state, and so they could really ramp up this ridiculousness, and I don't think it's going to win any elections, to tell you the truth, no matter what they do. I think I give the ICE agents an unbelievable amount of credit, and the National Guardsmen and the police for the fact that they haven't killed anybody.
Although they have shot some people with rubber bullets. And they're being sued now. They're being sued by those idiots.
By people that were throwing bottles and
rocks and
yeah. If there was a crowd of people around me and they were throwing things at me, I would shoot them. And in Florida, nothing would happen to me.
Yep.
And many other states. We're not the only state that has stand your ground. But that's, what are you supposed to do? Take it? Wait for the police to show up 10 minutes from now?
Draw a chalk outline on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just carry chalk with me so they can,
make it easy.
I'll make it convenient for them.
Yeah. Oh, also in Florida, you could run them over.
Yeah, I don't think he was encouraging people to actually run people over, but if his statement was, if you feel your life's in danger, because they're hitting your car, touching your car, coming towards you in a threatening manner, you feel like you're in danger, and one of them gets hurt because you take off and you run them over, you're not going to be prosecuted. It's pretty reasonable to me. A gang of people impedes my car's process, won't let me go, and are heading towards the car. I don't know what their plans are, whether they're just going to curse at me and wave their finger, or whether they're going to smash the glass out and try to kill me. You don't know. I'm right about what? I said a lot of stuff. I could. There's just the odds that I would have said one or two right things and all that shit are pretty good. So I'm right about what?
About the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even if a cop is acting out of bounds, this is a different subject now. So that happens. You know what you do? You go along with it, and then you take legal action. You don't fight with them. You don't throw things at them. You know what I mean? You it's just right. And you're asking for it anyway. You're doing that to somebody who's armed and is actually trained in how to use that thing.
Which is kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I would think. Yeah.
Hey, dude, let's throw this rock at this cop. Let's see what happens.
Brendan Ray, I'm over on Artie's channel. If you want to click that link up at the top and come on over. Come on over to Artie's channel so the chat can see what you're.
Give me a thumbs up and.
Yeah, so they can see what
show
you're saying.
Me some love.
Especially you guys that are laughing at my jokes and saying that I'm right. I like that. Come on over, so everybody here can hear. I'm pointing at the chat screen like you guys know what I'm doing. Yeah, on my other monitor, right, that one, there.
Good night,
That's
Joel.
Good night, Joel.
Good night, Joel.
4 a.m. comes early every day.
Yep.
Sure does. Can't believe I'm talking this much. I'm so wiped.
Brian, you're over on Bill's channel. Come on over, Brian. Water's fine over here.
Oh, there's Brian. I think Brian was here too.
Ah.
I think he went over there to say hi to Brenda.
Bouncing back and forth. Yeah.
He went over there to say hi to Brenda, I believe.
Ah, okay.
You're eating a Greek salad.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ray's eating a Greek salad.
Okay.
He felt the need to tell me that.
Yeah, it's pretty greasy.
What's in it? Greasy? What's in a Greek salad? I don't even know.
A little bit of grease, and then olive oil, and some arugula. And what the hell do they eat over there? They eat all kinds of cheese and
feta cheese and olives.
Feta and olives and yeah.
I don't know.
I forget what they're called, but the little roll-up thingies where you take I think it's an olive leaf, and you
grape
roll
leaves?
up feta cheese in it, and then
baklava
or something.
Oh, baklava is a dessert.
Baklava is sweet.
Sweet.
Oh.
That's like flaky sugar.
Oh yeah, they use the leaf of yeah, we had it once. It was
it's not grape leaves?
Grape leaves.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of chewy.
My sister-in-law is from Greece. I should probably know this stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, how about that? My brother and I both married legal immigrants to this country.
Mm-hmm.
She might even have dual with Greece, actually, now that I think about it.
Ah.
Yeah. So, this all comes... What is Dolmad? Mike, you okay? Are you having a stroke? Dolmatjh. You didn't pass out on the keyboard, did you?
Yeah, we're talking
it's
about
like do the math. Kind of looking at
do the math. Dolomite, yeah, Dolomite.
Please answer me so that we know you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
You need to click on Brian's over there. How is Angel Brenda? Bailey hates the heat. Oh, he's having a nice little conversation with Brenda because she's still over there.
Dolmath.
Dolmath. Grape leaves Dolmath. Okay, I need to know what that is.
Okay. Okay.
And I would also like to know what's in a Greek salad because it seems like I should know that, but I don't. All right. Oh, Dolma. D-O-L-M-A.
Dolma. Okay.
That's a Middle Eastern delight. Grape leaves delight. Just wrapping it in grass. Grape leaves dolma, also known as dolmades, waraginab, sarma, depending on the region, is a popular dish across the Eastern Mediterranean and Middle East. Eastern Mediterranean would be Greece. It consists of grape leaves wrapped around savory filling, typically rice, now it sounds good, herbs, and sometimes ground meat. Okay, that sounds good. Next time I visit my brother, I'll ask my sister-in-law to make it, and she will, and she'll probably have what she needs in her refrigerator because she's one of those, man. She just cooks and cooks and cooks. You can't just have a snack. You can't order pizza. You know what I mean? No, I'll just make it, from scratch. Every bit of it, from the flour up, because she's just wacky.
We have a couple birthdays today. We have Steve Carpenter. Today's his
Happy
birthday,
Steve Carpenter.
And Tom Ruby. He's 10 toes. It's his birthday as well. Yeah.
Greek salad. Let me see what that is. 10 toes? He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. The last time I saw him was at Spin Down up in Dillon. That was about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
Ha ha ha. A Greek salad consists of sliced cucumbers, should have guessed the cucumbers, tomatoes, green bell pepper, red onion, olives, and feta cheese.
Ah, okay. You got it half right then.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I just I mean, I didn't say tomatoes either, but
Mm-hmm.
which is interesting considering tomatoes are indigenous to where?
North America.
The Americas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The Americans, yeah.
So they imported that tomato part, the
Yep,
Greeks.
that's right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
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 And where'd they get pasta from? Oh, they got it from China. You know, the
China.
noodles. Yeah, China.
Yeah, but the Italians perfected it, though.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we done a little over an hour. So, Bill, I want to thank you for filling in for Lloyd. He's, a little busy. Had some issues he's been dealing with all day.
Before we get off, can we? I'm sorry, I know I kind of took over this thing like I usually do. Charles, he asked you a question about the guy running for mayor in New York.
Yes, that's right. I did.
I cut you off, and I didn't let you give your opinion.
I don't. You guys talked about how the fact that he was a communist and a socialist. You know, I really don't know for sure much anything more about him, except that he seems to, he's trying to appeal to the common people, but he really is sort of an elitist.
Right.
You know, went to some of the best schools. Apparently he's registered as black because he comes from
Black Asian.
Yeah, he did. He did that. He did that for
Colombia when he applied
to get into Colombia. Yeah, yeah, but he does come from apparently a well-to-do background.
So, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently, never worked a day in his life. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've heard.
Well, except on his mother's set, because she was a director in Bollywood. Hey, hooray for Bollywood! And one of the movies she worked on was Mississippi Marsala.
I haven't seen much of Bollywood. I've seen some dance routines that were very cool, but I haven't seen much of Bollywood. Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry we cut you off again, Charles.
I don't have much to.
Do you talk to anybody in New York about what they think about him? What the general feel is for this guy?
I don't know anybody in New York City to know that.
Not the city. I mean, in your area. How about that?
I haven't talked with anybody in my area about that.
No opinions. Yeah. Well, I mean, I
think the guy who's currently mayor is stupid to run as an independent, because that is literally handing him the office.
Well, what can he run as?
Democrats down there will not vote independent, and they won't vote Republican. He has literally handed this man the office.
Well, you talking about Adams? Adams wouldn't have won the primary as a Democrat. That was the reason for that, because of all the legal issues that had been thrown at him.
Well, still, then he's essentially handed the guy the office.
I think Cuomo might be doing that, actually, because he's staying in the race as an independent, and they say he's 20 points behind him. Considering how far in the lead this guy is, that's still a lot of voters. But I mean, who's going to beat him? Curtis Sliwa?
Yeah.
He's not going to beat him. No. Actually, out of the ones that are there between Cuomo, Adams, and Sliwa, I think Adams would have the best shot, to tell you the truth. But that's just me. Because he's fighting all those accusations, and they do sound pretty petty. Airline tickets or something. I don't know. I haven't looked that much into it, but from what I did see, it just seemed like nothing. I like he was invited somewhere overseas, and they bought his tickets to get there or something. I don't know. I would even think about that, but I guess you have to. You can't accept anything. So. But yeah, this guy seems like. Is he going to do everything he's claiming he's going to do? Because I don't think so. I think he'll be like any other typical liberal politician. Just go in. He'll do a couple of things that he said, and then just ride the train and move on to whatever next level he really wants to get to.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe he wants to be governor.
Well, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's not going to be a Trump that attacks every single thing in front of him. I mean, look at all the things he's done in 6 months. It's insane.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. And even if you don't like the guy, you got to acknowledge he's a worker, man. I don't know how I couldn't do it. 20. I mean, it seems like every single day he's out there,
Yep.
meeting and greeting and flying here and flying and them flying and meeting him, and it just constant. I mean,
Yep.
we definitely didn't elect a slouch, whether you like his policies or not. But sorry, but so far they seem to be going pretty well.
That's right.
15 trillion dollars in investments coming into this country from corporations because of what he did, and that all has to do with the tariffs and the tariff war he threw out there. And
Right.
they're all coming home to Jesus. I mean, they're making deals. And before the Democrats, they're calling him a chicken because he backs down from his 125. He never wanted to keep that on there. He would have. Yeah, that's the thing, and they know he would have, but that's not what he wanted. He wanted a good deal. But then if you're not willing to have a good deal, we'll deal with other people. We'll deal with other countries, whatever. And if there's some items along the way we can't get at a reasonable price because, well, that's we'll have to live. We'll have to survive without some of those imports. And I know drones have become a big conversation and all of that.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've seen the last of DJI or anything because nobody banned drones since they were in the White House. They didn't ban anything. He introduced I don't know what it's called, to have them to investigate whether or not they are actually a national security threat. Because if they win that, nope, they're not a national security threat. That's it. It's done and over with. Now they could just and this the thought that some people wanted this to happen. So,
Right. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but how about and now they're talking about investing in American drone manufacturing. Let's see if that happens.
Yeah, that would be good.
It can be
Who
done here.
knows?
It can be done here. We could do anything here.
Yeah.
Most of the technology that's over there came from here to begin with.
Didn't we perfect heavier than air travel? It's called the airplane. Where did that get invented? It was down there in North Carolina.
There were people in other countries working at that at the time too. The rights, But yeah, you're right. But what about silicon? Who started that?
Yeah, Bell Labs.
Transistors.
Yep, Bell Labs. Yep.
I mean, it started here.
Mm-hmm.
But they sold it. They sold. People took money and ran. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It can be done here.
Yeah.
We still do produce some of the silicon.
Mm-hmm.
But can we? They're now Taiwan is talking about they're building a plant here to produce them here. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Bring some more work here.
Well, they've actually promised so many billions of dollars of investment, which includes this, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good. And there's other countries that produce silicon anyway. Malaysia, Indonesia.
Yep. Indonesia.
People don't realize how big Indonesia is. 244 million people. I mean, we have 330. You know what I mean? That's a major country. And the largest Muslim population in any one country in the world, by the way, is Indonesia.
Yeah, that's right.
We have half-decent relationship with them. I'm sorry, what?
Yep. One thing about Indonesia, those Muslims, you don't see them sending terrorists anywhere.
Well, no, maybe they're just so good at it, we just don't know it's them.
Yeah.
They got it down.
Mm-hmm.
They just Indonesia. He just made a trade deal with them.
Yep.
0% on our goods, 19% on theirs.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Oh, and same with Vietnam too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. No
And
tariffs on our
these are
stuff.
big trading partners with China. So this
Yep.
happening weakens China.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, another thing. It looks like we're sending more Patriot missiles to Ukraine.
Yeah, that's going to get uglier before it gets better, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Trump was even actually able to calm the waters, as it were,
Right.
between Iran and of course we have to do
Israel.
some bombing, and Israel. And tell them to stop. They stopped. I mean, it took a minute, but they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Now they're bombing.
Russia is just the pride there. There's just too much pride there. He's not gaining anything. He's spending blood and treasure,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd have to destroy his objectives to get them. He can, but he's trying. He doesn't want to completely destroy them. The point is to have them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like China. They don't want to bomb the shit out of Taiwan because the point of getting Taiwan back is the ability to make money.
Right. Mm-hmm.
There's the wealth. You know.
Yep.
So, and they're no slouch either, by the way.
Right.
Defensively. Anyway, I'm sorry. You wanted to say goodnight, and I kept it going.
Yeah.
I felt
Just
bad
one
that I
more
cut off.
thing. Israel just bombed Syria.
Yeah,
This
that's
was-
right. We could have talked about
Yeah.
that tonight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
No.
playing anymore. You know.
Nope. I think they finally have a leader that's saying, you know what, we've given them everything, and these people attack, and enough. You know, it's time, to stop these people, and then once you eliminate the threat, then you'll have
We wouldn't
peace.
do anything different. Someone had, if there was a group in Mexico that was lobbing missiles into the United States, you don't think that they would be flattened in a heartbeat? You think we'd ask for permission from the president of Mexico?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if anybody thinks that that's crazy, then they're an idiot. You know, so you live somewhere near the border, and there's a possibility that a missile is going to come in and kill you, your family, and all your neighbors. But they're upset with us. It's our fault. Yeah, no. We would immediately flatten them. Seriously.
Right. Well, I mean, look at what happened to Pancho Villa when he incurred into New Mexico. Yeah, we fucking took him out. Yeah. All right. Well, let's end on that note, on a high note. I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Don't forget my drone show, my regular show, tomorrow night, but we are on an hour earlier, so we could do it for 2 hours. So, and Bill's show on Saturday, don't forget his show. Take care, everybody, and God bless. Good night, y'all.
Good night, folks.
Good night.